Hello, everyone.
Hey,
What's going on, Cantaloupe?
Oh, not much, man. Sorry I couldn't get in. I never have issues with something until something important comes up, and my whole internet just crashed, computer crashed. I said, screw it, I'm not holding up the schedule, and we'll watch you kick the game's ass.
all right, perfect. Shall I do the countdown then?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, starting five, four, three, two, one, go.
I gotta pull up the hitbox stream so I don't get the major delay.
He's on the Twitch, I think his own
Oh, that's
Twitch.
right. He's on Twitch. Yeah. Okay. I can just pull up his then.
Just a bone, it's okay.
Okay, so let's talk about Wacky Races a bit and what type of game it is, pretty much. Well, if anybody saw the cartoon series growing up, Wacky Races was a cartoon series by Hanna-Barbera back in the day, and it had a bunch of race cars and such in it, and different characters, and they'd all be trying to win races. However, the character you're playing as Muttley, his partner, Dastardly Dan, isn't it? Had they'd always try to sabotage the other racers. So in this game, you're playing as Muttley trying to sabotage the other racers. And the boss fights have no RNG, they have a set pattern. Is anybody else on the call?
Yeah.
Warthog's on.
Oh, okay.
And Crescendo.
I tried to get
And
Ozer Blues in here, but he's not answering.
Ah, I got you.
Oops. It's okay.
Now, this stage has a somewhat skip in it, if you will, probably one of the few in the game. What you can do, you can go up onto the ceiling here in a moment, which you'll be seeing him do. It's quite a bit good time save in the game. Which is right here. Once you avoid those as well, and now going on to the second boss. I don't remember all the characters' names from the show. It's been many years, and I haven't looked into it. But anyway, this guy right here, the Sarge, I think. You can stay underneath the sand and still hit him, but it's just as effective because you can't. His hitbox is only active after his invincibility frames go away, obviously. So you can't. You have to wait till the bomb phases out, and you have to time in your bomb to hit him as the iframes are ending to make it as fast as possible.
So a lot of the enemies I'm killing here, I'm doing to reduce lag.
Yeah, that's a big issue in this game is lag. There can be 2 enemies on the screen and you'll start losing more frames than my stream was. So yeah, kill all the little ones. Lag reduction and boss kills are like the main 2 things in this game. But other than that, there isn't a lot of RNG in this game. Do you think there is, Crescendo?
No, there's almost none, actually. Oop, I made a mistake. Yeah, there's almost no RNG whatsoever.
And I'll explain the power-up system, how it works. Every down on the bottom under his status, where his health is, you see 4 icons. Now, originally you got the bomb, the bark, the wings, and the heart. Now, he's mainly going to be using once you activate, okay, you see all the bones over the heart now. Well, if he hits select, it will add a heart up to 6 or refill his health. And that's a good strat to use so you can damage boost the bosses and kill them as fast as possible. And now the bombs you keep unless you select the bark, and the wings let you do the little tail flutter to fly across the screen. So once you activate those 2, you really only need to try to set up your bone grabs for health refills on the bosses so you can damage boost as much as possible. And this is a perfect boss fight there. That was pretty awesome. Interesting cutscene. Over with. And Crescendo currently has the 2nd best time in this game. Vanderhost has the world record at this time. Was it 1920 something?
1908.
1908 even.
Yep. It's an amazing run.
Yeah. Crescendo's the other sub 20 in the game, and hell of a player at it.
Ooh, close.
Yeah. Now this section you got random, well not random, but you have wells jumping out at you the first time you play the game. You will get hit by a well. It's pretty much given because you're not expecting it. They could be a pain.
They're definitely put there to troll you.
Now, this boss fight here is probably one of the most difficult ones in the game. Pretty safe strats, obviously. There is a more aggressive approach, but you fight him on the bottom, and it's he didn't take a lot of hits. If he probably had a health refill coming up, he'd probably be chilling down there and getting a lot more hits on him. But that's still a very good fight.
The optimal fight, you would use the bark power up for half the fight.
Yeah, then get the, yeah, and then switch to your bombs if you got the bone on it. Now, this swimming section, a lot of, I know at least speaking for myself, and I think Crescendo too, when you first start speedrunning this level, yeah, if you have the flutter and you hold A, you swim faster. I did not know it at first.
Yeah, there's no way to know. Figured it out by accident.
Yeah, I did too. I was like, ah, and then gold split.
Yeah, I got a gold split by like 40 seconds when I figured it out. And this boss coming up is by far the hardest boss to do optimally because there's a number of damage boosts that you have to take. and they're very hard to do. So we'll see. Do got one. Got two. Missed the third one. That's okay though. That was a good fight.
Yes, really good fight. And I know my commentary is going to be a bit behind the stream because of, issues earlier that are resolved. But anyway, okay. Yeah, if you get hit by that ball on the right frame as he's jumping up, you'll be able to get an extra attack in and shorten down his cycles. Going into B3 now.
I apologize if my chiming in is early because of the delay.
And lag reduction in this. Oh no, I didn't like the sound of that.
That's okay. It's not a problem. We can fix this.
Yeah, but yeah, reducing lag is just saw it.
I had a little bit of lag there that messed me up on my jump.
Mm-hmm.
It was in the beginning of the stage, so that's okay. It's probably about 10 or 15-second loss.
And this is the only boss's name I know, Penelope Pitstop. Pretty fun little fight. Every boss, if you notice, has two phases. It has a slow phase and pretty much an all gung-ho phase. And another unique thing about Wacky Race is you're playing as the bad guy, which is very ironic. Usually in most games, everybody plays as a good guy. But yeah, you're trying to sabotage. Really good fight, wow. And now for the super happy, bouncy, fun time stage. You cannot control your jumps on these clouds at all. As soon as you land, there is no jumping in this section. The clouds do it automatically. So using flutter helps a lot here.
It's not bad. That's okay.
And this boss is pretty easy. Probably one of the easiest bosses in the game. Pretty standard fight there. Now going into C2.
This is probably one of the harder stages blind.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of trolley enemies in this stage. Like these cats, for example.
Yeah, they only tend to move when you're in line with them, and it's a little bit of a pain on that for sure. Actually, I do remember this boss's name too, Anthill Mob. You would think the weight restriction would hurt their cart, but apparently it doesn't.
And the anthill mob is definitely one of the hardest bosses as well, especially to do optimally.
Mm-hmm. It's like the pattern it does a complete 180 on what he does on the first phase, and the second phase just like a whole different ball game. No problems there. Now, one major difference on the Japanese versus the US version of the game, for example, obviously other than text, the Japanese version is harder because in between levels, your health does not refill at all. And a few of the enemy patterns are different as well. So it's almost like learning a different game.
Yeah, you really have to, for the Japanese version, you really have to round it a lot different. So you have your bones right.
And Vanderhoos, who has the record, he has it on the Japanese version. And I think you and I are the top. We both do U.S. version.
Right.
This boss is pretty easy too if you got the health to spare. Which obviously he does, so make short work and on to the last section. This section has a lot of lag from those I guess face thingies, and then also on top of that, you got boulders moving, you got instant death pits you can fall in the first and second section. Thankfully, the boss in this level is pretty simple. And you can do the levels in any order you want in this game. Like, you don't have to do the A levels first. You can do the C levels first if you want. So it gives you a little freedom.
So on this final boss, I'll come pretty close to death, going for the optimal kill.
Okay.
Hopefully I don't die.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was bad.
Yeah, these little fish can just jump up and knock you down at any given time.
Let me know time, by the way.
Will do. Crescendo will, because he's at the boss now, I believe, right?
Yeah. Ooh, that's so bad. Time.
So I'm guessing what 1946.
Nice.
Not horrible.
That's a good time though, man. Yeah, well,
That would be
on
a
the
PB,
run.
right? Unless
It's not
speedrun.com
PB.
isn't updated.
No, it's not. My PB is 1926, but overall, sub 20 is a pretty good run, so I'm happy with that run.
Oh, excellent. Okay. Yep. Got to get speedrun.com updated. You'd be tied for first.
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't actually be first because Vanderhoof's time isn't on there either.
Oh, man, everyone's so lacking in getting that updated.
Yeah.
But great run, Crescendo, and Cantaloupe. Thank you for the commentary.
You're welcome anytime. Sorry I couldn't get on there. Hopefully I'll get this problem resolved before tonight.
Yes. Yep. We want to see those other games for sure. So I hope you guys enjoyed Wacky Races. Give Crescendo 2020 a follow. Can Out Fat Me, give him a follow. You're going to see him a few times in this marathon. I keep wanting to call it a tournament.
Well, we do have a Zelda tournament